We are family everywhere, a Dutch family. In 2021, we traded our brick house for a house on wheels and our hectic life for one with lots of freedom and adventure. We traveled through Europe, we crossed Canada, went all the way to Alaska, and made our way south towards Argentina. At the time this video goes online, we are already in South America. But before we share all these incredible adventures, we go back to our first year in Northern America. Let us take you into our life full of adventure, with highs and lows, but above all, to the most beautiful places in the world.
Good morning and welcome to a new video. And yes, they will be in full English from now on. Editing two language was just so frustrating with all the subtitles. Also hello to the autumn. The autumn colors were a little bit late this year in Colorado, so we changed our route a bit. We went to the Great Sand Dunes, made a detour, but now it's finally time to go into the mountains to see the amazing foliage colors. The best season for us of the whole year. So we spent the night just outside the Mesa Verde National Park in the complete south of Colorado. And today we are going to drive the first part of the $1 Million Highway. So we will drive to Durango, Silverton, Ouray, and go all the way to Telluride. I don't know if that's a good English pronouncement. We pinned lots of overnight spots and hikes and interesting points along the whole way. So we will see how far we will get today.
It didn't took us long before we were in the middle of the fall. And all those stops I pinned, this one wasn't even on it. After a fantastic first impression, we found an even better spot to have some lunch. And these views and colors, I just can't find the words for it. We didn't drove a lot of kilometers, as we are going mostly uphill and eventually to more than 3,300 meters elevation. Just after the Molas Pass, we called it a day and drove to our camping spot.
We just arrived at this beautiful spot. We are at more than 3,300 meters, so it's a bit chilly and it's pretty clouded, a little bit rainy. Hopefully it clears up a bit, because it could be a very nice spot to hang out for a day or so. So this is sort of a free campsite where you can stay for a maximum of 14 days. And they even provide a fire pot here and with some leftover wood.
Unfortunately, it stayed chilly and windy all day.
So we decided not to stay a day. In the weekend there is more prediction of rain, and we prefer not to drive in the rain at those beautiful passes. So we will hit the road now. We will stop at a lake a few miles away where we're going to make a nice hike, and then we are going to drive the second part of the $1 Million Highway.
After the hike, we are heading for Silverton, and just before entering this idyllic town, we were blown away by the amazing scenery. When we got to Silverton, the weather changed, so we only drove through this old Wild West town.
Dit is een oude goudmijn, jongens.
It even started to rain when we were driving to our next destination, the Animas Forks Ghost Town. We checked at the visitor center. It's a 22-kilometer bumpy gravel road with some narrow parts, but nothing we can't handle. Till so far the road was really smooth, but now the rough part begins.
So we just drove the bumpy road up to the Animas Fork, a ghost town near Silverton, and it was so bumpy that there was a lot of, I don't know, wood shavings coming from the lamp. So when we got there, the clouds start coming in and it's raining now. So we are having lunch and hopefully it will clear up soon. About an hour later, the clouds are almost gone. No other tourists here, so we can go explore.
The first cabins of the Animas Forks were built at 1873. By 1876, Animas Forks was a bustling mining community. At that time, the town had 30 cabins, a hotel, a saloon, a post office and a general store. Roughly 450 people occupied Animas Forks in 1883. At that time, there was even a local newspaper, the Animas Forks Pioneer.
Krant, hè? Het is meer dan 100 jaar oud.
Ja, kom maar.
Oh, die is dus uit elkaar gevallen. Is het een chipmunk, mama?
Nee.
Go. Mama, hier zijn 3 slaapkamers.
3 slaapkamers, mag ik ze even zien?
Ja, volg mij naar.
Oeh.
Mama, volg
Nou, mama vindt het wel een beetje eng hier om te lopen hoor.
Wat is hier is druk aan dit huis? Vertel mama eens.
Hier is steen.
Hey, inderdaad, steen. And I'm so happy that we wait the rain out because there's almost a clear sky now, and we just found out that what was rain here, it was snow over there in those mountains.
Because of the high altitude at more than 3,400 meters elevation, every 4 residents of Animas Forks would migrate south to the warmer town of Silverton.
Geen goud gevonden.
Zo, Klein, heb je goud gevonden? Nee? Hé, jammer.
By 1910, most of the mining had stopped in the area. Animas Forks was a ghost town by the 1920s. Then the rocky road back started.
Zijn we heel erg aan het hobbelen?
Ja.
Vinden jullie dat leuk?
Nee.
Nee? Vind je er niks aan?
Ik vind er niks aan.
Well, I can imagine, because those first kilometers took us so long. And finally, we are back at the smooth gravel road and can speed up a bit. After driving through Silverton, we get back at the main road, and not much further we took a left turn and found a nice overnight spot.
So that was awesome and bumpy, like really bumpy. I hope I captured it well on video, because it always looks so smoothly on video, but it was really bumpy. We went really slow. It was 14 miles from Silverton and we did like 1 hour about it, and the way back longer because I was filming outside. So it looked like everything survived in our camper, only leftover sauce from yesterday that splashed through our whole fridge, but other than that we are really fine. So we just parked at this nice spot to spend the night, and tomorrow will be the 3rd day of our $1 million highway trip.
And every time you think you have seen the most beautiful part, you go around another corner and it's even prettier. Then the landscape drastically changed. The mountains became more rocky. We drove a lot of kilometers that day, but luckily the girls don't really mind. After passing away, we drove some flat kilometers before we arrived in Telluride. In Telluride, we took the free gondola, which brought us over the mountain and then to Mountain Village.
Met een groene boven de berg op.
Spannend?
Ja. Je mag niet de binden tussen houden. Je moet hier lopen.
Niet lopen, nee.
Is het koud daar?
Ja.
Oeh, koud!
We first didn't quite understand the purpose of the gondolas, but then realized these are shuttle gondolas, connecting the two ski villages and the skiing area.
Mag ik nog mee?
Nee.
Oh, gelukkig! Hi Carlijn, what are we doing today?
En een gondola.
In a gondola, and do we like it?
Yay!
Een heel erg naar beneden.
As you can see, the girls had a lot of fun, and so did we. So when the girls wanted to go up again, we didn't resist.
So we slept at this parking lot at the start of a hiking trail, but it's Saturday and it's filling up quickly now, and we read that the parking lot where we want to hike is not that much parking space, so let's hope there is a little bit space for us left. And it rained yesterday, so look what happened there.
Luckily, we were just on time. The last thing we did on the $1 Million Highway was hiking to the Bridal Veil Falls. On our way, we passed two other beautiful waterfalls. It was a good climb, but it was worth every step.
Kijk eens jongens! Woe!
Ik ga niet eens.
It was really a steep way up, and we miscalculated the distance, so it was the double distance. But I'm really proud of our strong two little girls, and it was worth the view.
After a break, we hiked back. This time we used the gravel road, a little bit easier, and those views, we never saw anything more colorful. Right after we were back, it started to rain. It couldn't be a better timing. We had such a great time exploring the $1 Million Highway, and we loved every part of it.
So we drove the $1 Million Highway. We drove 4 days about it. It was beautiful. Those foliage colors, it was, I can't even describe it with words. It was very, very, very beautiful. So now we arrived at this campsite just before the entrance of Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. We are really looking forward as well to it because it seems to be amazing. And we just found out that we have some leftover wood here, and we also found out that we didn't have any bread anymore. So we are making our homemade granola on fire, and it's absolutely delicious. I will show you later.
Curious about the Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park? We will show you everything in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, and we would love to hear from you in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss any of our adventures. See you next time.